with women, they'll go after that more than if they have men who have dick prints and things that I told you about. The women on the train station taking photos of men's junk prints. See, men are the ones getting sexualized if you really look at it. I mean, women are sexualizing themselves. Isn't this sort of like the sexual revolution for women? That's why I say your kids should not be on any social media platforms, especially Twitter, because of what could be there, you know? All right, let's see. Let's take some phone calls. But you people on social, you people on Twitter, you are the worst type of human beings to ever exist. You are the absolute worst. And I guarantee you, if I was to post a woman's breasts or bare assets, that would probably get banned a lot sooner than anything in regards to a man. Let's see. But that's why Twitter is where it is. And I think that, you know, sooner or later, it's not going to matter much anyway. That platform is going to pretty much be non-existent. It already kind of is. TikTok probably has more users than Twitter. What else, Eric? I see you. But the shit that you people post just shows how dysfunctional you are and why nobody takes you seriously. Why would anybody take you seriously with the shit that you post? That's why I tell you, your mental health will be a lot better when you're not on these social media platforms, TikTok, Twitter, even Facebook. I mean, the stuff that you see people post on there, it just doesn't work out, I would say, in your best interest. But the shit that these idiots are posting on Twitter, for what reason? Why? So you can make fun of somebody? So you can clown them? Yo, what's going on?
What's going on, Jay? It's Robert, man.
What's good, Robert?
Man, I want to talk to you on the topic, man. You know, I've been going to the gym since 2009. And it's funny, in 2009, there were hardly any women going. I mean, you have women in yoga, Pilates, Zumba. That's where they were. You know, a couple of women lifters. Now, fast forward about 2017, all of a sudden, it was like half the time it's like number one in the gym. Like, what the world? Number one, and they're all, you know, in front of the mirror, and they're wearing next to nothing. I mean, you know, stomachs out, chest out. I mean, now the shorts are getting shorter and shorter. Shorts look like underwear now. Fitness Connection, they have a women's section of Fitness Connection. They have a whole area designated for women. Men can't go in there. It's only for women. And you'd be surprised how many women don't go in there. They're out there with the men.
Yeah, it's become popular to go to the gym now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's all about, you know, and I was listening to what you were saying about on Instagram. But it's funny because I see the same thing. You see these women on Instagram, even, and some of the big women, they're talking about how they're fitness coaches, personal trainers, but no information, no nothing.
Right.
And they just in there just doing like the bare minimum exercise. They got the little dumbbells, and they just kind of gently moving, taking. I'm like, well, what did you do?
Right. Yeah, they're not really doing much.
Yeah, and I guess I'll close by saying I don't hold the line, but I remember one time there was this Colombian lady, and I see her all the time, and she would go in there, and I swear to you, she was on the treadmill. She would walk for about 5 minutes. She'd get on the treadmill, take a picture. She would go to the squat. All she had was the bar. She only had like two fives on each side. She'd do a couple of sets of that, take a picture. Then she'd go talk to a bunch of dudes, go over there with the dudes are, go talk to them, take a picture. She had makeup on, full makeup. I'm just like, you're not doing anything. You're just in there just taking pictures, talking to men. You spending the whole hour in the gym taking pictures, talking to men. That's
Yep.
all they're doing.
And
But
it reminds me
I do,
of that video that I talked about from Planet Fitness, and the guy that worked there talk about how the females, they have their locker room like as soon as you walk in, and they have treadmills in front of there. But instead of working at those treadmills, they'll walk all the way down to the other end where the men's locker room is, and they will get on those treadmills.
oh yeah, oh yeah. And I mean, and they do the same exercise if you pay attention. All of them at the squat area, doing the squat, doing the deadlifts. They're all in the same area, doing the same squat, deadlift, leg press, squat. I'm like, man, y'all don't work your upper body. You don't run. It's just squat, deadlift, and they wear the same. Like you said, the leggings that just basically show everything. I mean, so I don't want to sit here and act like. I mean, there are some women in there that are doing it because they genuinely care about their, health and everything. But there's a lot of them in there that just in there just for the photos.
Yeah, this for photo ops. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I want to hold on. I know there's other people trying to call in. So thanks for taking my call, man. You have a good one.
You too, Robert. Thanks for the call, man. All right. Shout out to Robert. Yeah, man. You go these Insta, man. These chicks, hair ain't messed up. They don't even got their hair in a ponytail. So how you worked out with your hair just flowing out like that? That's the first sign. They don't even got their hair like in no bun or no ponytail, But you see, they have a issue with us, right? They have an issue with us looking at them. I don't see why, men should get the as a problem that a man is looking at you. Yeah, it's like you look like you just left the house and you hair like you just got your hair done and stuff. Like you're taking pictures. Like we know you ain't worked out. we know you ain't worked out. They just there for the photo op. Hey Doc, what happened was that I was on Twitter and I was looking at all the feedback from Nick Cannon, and somebody tried to put up a picture of somebody's, member to say it was Nick Cannon's. They tried to say that Nick Cannon's member was out there. And I came across a picture with that, and I had to end the stream immediately. Because this, first and foremost, is a family show, and we do not condone any sexualized content whatsoever. So, yeah, I had to start it back over. But I pretty much had went into everything I needed to go into. I just wanted to point out how there's a double standard with the sexualization of men and women. I think women are sexualizing themselves, and I think you're seeing men be sexualized more and more. But they're saying that men are creepy because we look at them. So we sitting at the gym, we look at them. So TW, and playing for just to look at Johnson Prince. I'm telling you, they want to look at your abs and everything. They'll say that they'll work out, but they just look at the men too, because they could have worked out at home, or they could have went to a women's only gym. They have those. See, you're live. What's going on?
Yo, what up, Jay, man? It's Samurai Will.
What's good, Samurai?
Man, it's all good, man. I'm so glad, man, that you decided to hop on these stock posing as fitness trainers, man, because these girls are going crazy.
I'm telling you, man, it's become a whole new profession now. These women, these female trainers, but they ain't got no clients. You'll never see them with clients.
Never see. They don't even post no workout sets. Where the workout sets at? It's
right.
Just ass and.
Yeah, where's your program? Where's your program at that people can go and read?
it's funny because like, man, it's this girl from my city, and I guess she got all these followers from her looks, and I guess enough people wasn't buying her programs in because, of course, not because your following is a bunch of simps.
Mm-hmm.
But so I guess she wasn't getting the flack. So she said, okay, what's the next big? What can I do to get clout? And she posted herself in a thong, ass, butt cheeks out, and everything. It's like it's insanity.
Yeah, man. And it's like, don't sexualize them, but then look how you carry yourself. And they be like, well, that doesn't mean you should be looking. It's like, what?
You want to know something that, and it's really disrespectful because when you think about fitness and you think about bodybuilding, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jay Cutler, a lot of that's a real sport, and they built that up to where people are talking about it even becoming in the Olympics, bodybuilding, and that's a real art form. It's a real sport, and they just coming into male spaces, male practices, and just destroying it with just over sexualizing everything. It's really disrespectful. It's just like where can men, where can men go to just enjoy the things that we love without people coming in and ruining it? It's really sad.
You know what's crazy is that they've had male spaces before, but women always wanted to be a part of the male space. They always wanted to be where the men are. Like they used to have these country clubs that was just men, right? But now,
yeah,
it went from being just men to women want to be included. So it's like, okay, you expect these men to change who they are because you're there? Like, come on, man.
It's very annoying and it's very disrespectful because guys go in the gym and really work out. Like I was at, like my whole childhood was being in the gym, working out. I was a basketball player. Every summer I spent my time working out, doing that. We took that serious. And it's guys that go well into their adulthood taking that serious. And when you come into their spaces and you're trying to distract them from that, it's disrespectful. That's just like if I go into a female space and I'm trying to distract them from their craft.
Right.
It was like, what?
Yeah, that's why I never understood this whole we need to add women into this group. Like women wanting to be a part of male groups and male country clubs. Like I never understood that. But then you got to understand the nature of these women. They want to be where the men are because, they don't want to feel unincluded.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let somebody else call in.
Okay.
And I feel like America is allowing the females to just literally do whatever they want. Like even in movies. I just heard Patty Davidson. I can't remember her name. She directed Wonder Woman 3. Well, she's directed Wonder Woman 3. She walked away from Cleopatra, and now she's about to do a Star Wars movie in Wonder Woman 3. But she pretty much bombed the second the second Wonder Woman movie, the sequel to the Wonder Woman movie, and they ruined Star Wars. Some woman in Hollywood ruined Star Wars, and it's all like, why are you these great projects that men have built? You were nowhere around, and they're just letting these women come and destroy everything. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Patty Jenkins. Yep. Because men have built it, so women like, oh, well, we can run it now because men have already done the hard work of making something popular. Whenever men make something popular, now you got women that want to be a part of it, and they want to take over. And all they're going to do is just drive it into the ground.
Jaye, I love Star Wars, man. I love Star Wars, and I waited on for that sequel. And I can't even look at Star Wars anymore. I'm devastated.
Yeah, I always have a bad feel, just a sad feeling when I see the older Star Wars films from the 80s, and just the detail in the story and the characters and how it just went to shit last couple years.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for letting me vent, Jay, man. You're a legend, man, and keep going, man, please.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call, man. Shout out to Sam Rock, the caller. Okay, friend says, Jay, it isn't feeling included, but feeling unimportant. That is true, but I do think it's an inclusion thing too, man. I think you got women that want to be included into conversations, into groups. But yeah, they did destroy Star Wars. They did. Because they wanted to push a narrative that women can be Jedis and, you know, women can be as badass as men. And it's like, whatever, man. Princess Leia was badder than any female character they came up with. I just don't like the fact that women will cry and complain when listen, if they had male only gyms, those feminists would go crazy. Those feminists would go crazy if they were male only gyms. They don't want that. So it's like, okay, if you want to coexist in the same space as a man, just know that there are men that are going to stare at you when you're at the gym then. That's going to happen. You're live with Jay the Black. What's going on?
Hey, Jay, it's Eric. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Eric. What's up with you, man?
Nothing much. Just I'm actually at work right now. Just following up with the last caller was saying, in all honesty, I mean, I didn't get into the Star Wars until like The Phantom Menace. And even with that, there was already women in the Star Wars lore. So it's like, why would you try to monopolize and just, you know, really just push the envelope, push an agenda in regards to it? Because, I mean, some things need to just happen naturally, and with everything going on, it's like, why?
Yeah, well,
it's go ahead.
Well, because they wanted a pat on the back from Twitter, which is very feminist. It's very feminist, SJW oriented, and Kathleen Kennedy wanted to push that narrative of, you know, we want to replace the strong male characters and have this female character who is tough and is in control and is like the greatest Jedi ever. I just think that it was about a way to appease the SJWs.
And in all honesty, when I saw The Force Awakens, I felt like it was like not a reboot, but it was like a revitalization of the series, because you saw how the first 6 went, and then you're hoping and expecting great things, and the next 2 just like, okay, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, because it seemed like they didn't have anything planned for the next 2, because it's like you just recycled and refurbished just what we already seen, and you brought back an antagonist that was like, there was no sort of originality into that. But back to what you were saying for the previous callers, yeah, women don't want guys to be looking at them in the gym, wear baggy clothes, wear stuff that's sports related, and just go up in there and not draw those eyes of attention. But then, to be fair, have that same energy when, you know, if you're gonna speak about that, then it should go both ways. Don't look at us as we wouldn't be looking at you, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I look, but at the same time, I'm there to work out.
Right.
But if you're just there just to conversate and everything, then, you know, they have certain areas that's designated for that. Otherwise, don't try to be working out, try to conversate and working out at the same time, and just distracting others or taking up others' time. Because there's been times I've been up in there, I spend more time than I should or will want to, because somebody's conversating, or they're overall, it's just, it's ridiculous. But that's all I wanted to say. It's been a minute since I last called. I commented, and I was like, you know what? I need to just get up and when I get a chance, just hit you up and just say, keep up the good work, man. I know you got a lot of content that you posted up. I haven't gotten a chance to really look through it or watch any of the videos like I should have.
Okay. Well, that's fine, bro. But I appreciate it nonetheless. All right.
All right, man. Have a good evening.
You too, man. Thanks for the call in, man.
No problem.
All right. All right. Yeah, it's all about pushing narrative, man. And they, you know, again, what I was saying about male spaces and all male, like you would never see like a male only anything anymore. They will boycott. They will cause a fuss. They'll try to get you canceled. They like things the way it is. They like women to be a part of everything. But again, if you're gonna be around men, you got to understand that men are gonna be men. They're not going to tone down being men just to make you feel comfortable. They're just not gonna do that. They're not gonna tone that down. I don't understand why women expect men to just, especially if a man wants to be with a woman and likes women, he's going to look at you if he finds you attractive. He's even going to approach you. You're live with Jay the Black. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, both? It's Steve 803.
What's good, man?
Yeah, just Johnson. This is a little bit off the workout topic, but because I'm in nursing, so I do travel nursing, right?
Okay, yeah.
And man, these girls run around and say all they want to, man. But every time I do another contract, and I go into a different facility, man, these girls are like vultures. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right.
Every time they come in there, it's like, oh, did you see the new guy? The new guy here, this, that, and the third. I just be like, man, God, oh, they're like, they ain't never seen men before.
Yep. They be all on. They be staring. They walk up to you. They put their hands on you. Like, they don't have boundaries. Women don't have boundaries, man.
Yeah, no guys. They come in there. They be like, oh man, you got some scrubs on. I be like, hold on, man, these scrubs ain't tight.
Wow.
If you already know what they talk about when they be like, oh, I can see that. I'll be like, hold on, man. These are loose. I don't wear no tight stuff.
Right.
So I just be like, man, y'all crazy in here. And the crazy part about it, these girls be not girls, but these women, they either got a boyfriend, they got a husband, or somebody already doing something with. They do not care at all.
Nope. No, they sure don't. They don't. If a woman into you and she's attracted to you, man, she's gonna go out her way to at least show you that, no matter who she with.
Yeah, that'd be the most. And women think I like that because they go, oh yeah, he like that attention on baby's head. I was like, man, no, because it's deflecting from what I'm doing here, and y'all might mess around and get my contract revoked because what I do for a living, they can just because they pay us so much, they can snap your contract just like that and be like, hey, he's distracting our coworkers and stuff,
right.
So and check this out. I done been in New Mexico. I thought it was gonna be different out there. No, hell no, same thing. Just different cultures, different race.
Right. I'm telling you, man, listen, a lot of times if you're a black dude and you go to some of these places where you're like the only black guy there, yeah, you probably be surprised the amount of attention you're gonna get from the women there.
Yeah, and I definitely had to play it safe all day. I said, look here, I'm somewhere I ain't never been before. I ain't know what y'all got going on out here.
Yeah, man, but that's the thing. Let me say this real quick. Like, when you go into these facilities and stuff like that, a lot of those women, they're deprived. They don't have a lot of male nurses like that they really be into like that. So they're working around basically people that they don't like, and they don't have any excitement to come into work. You come in as a new guy from a different place, you're gonna add that excitement onto it, But yeah, women go out of their way. Don't matter if they married, in a relationship. They're gonna show you one way or the other they're interested.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, when they say things like, "Hey, Steve, can you come here? I need some strong arms. I need a man with some strong arms to help me out." Like, ain't that kind of sexualizing right there?
Wow, yeah.
But that's all I got to say, though, man. Appreciate it.
All right, Steven. Thanks for the call, man.
All right, hold it down.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to Steven. Hardworking man. Make sure y'all like the stream. This is a new stream. Had to cut the other one short due to some fuckery on Twitter. But nonetheless, I appreciate y'all being here. I think this has been a good conversation. Hold on. It says chick at my job rubbed all on my arm in front of everybody in the office. Oh, is that so the real ATM? Been in a white bar, my cousin, man, the thirst for black men. Oh, they'll thirst. Listen, you get white women in a comfortable environment. They'll show you how they really are, because in other times, a lot of those women will bottle up how they feel or what they think, right? But if they're attracted to you, they're gonna show you, you know. Get them in a comfortable environment. You'll see. Especially with a little bit of alcohol involved. And sometimes, when you're a black man and you go to a place where there's majority white people, you got a lot of white women that they're bored out of their minds and they are deprived of any type of excitement. You might think, oh man, ain't no black people there. Ain't no black people there. But then it's like, that ain't gonna matter. I don't think chicks would even go to that extent for that attention from men. But listen, man, there are women that will go to various extents for attention. But again, it just depends on that woman. A lot of times when they're in a certain environment, when they're not really on guard, oh man, that's why women end up cheating with men at their job. Because they're around that guy every day and he brings a certain element to their life that they don't have. And that's what it's all about. Don't men have a better thing to do than sex? Yeah, of course, Renegade Princess. But see, the thing is, there are women that only want that sometimes. Women they'll deal with a man a lot of times for the same reason that men will deal with women, and it has a lot to do with sex. I think sex is the main thing that drives those people together. Why do you think people get together and then have a kid with each other and then break up as soon as she gets pregnant? It's because they were just only with each other for the physical. I got assaulted by a snow bunny in Scottsdale. Really? Franchise history? Wow, man. It's crazy. It's good, 2-5 kid. Yeah, I told you women are very aggressive, man. Women are very aggressive with men. They'll grab all on a man. They're very aggressive. Women can be very aggressive, can grab all on you. And the thing is that nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about the aggressiveness of women. Grabbing on men, trying to kiss men. Like I got a video. I saw a video from World Star. There was this older Caucasian lady. She was with her husband, right? But she's clearly been drinking. And there was this younger melanated male on the elevator with them. And she was kissing all on this guy while she was with her husband. Now, this dude didn't ask to be kissed, but she was kissing him all on the side of his face while she was with her husband. But we are supposed to believe that men are the only ones being creepy and being completely out of line. But this woman was kissing another man while she was with her husband. Now, there could be a plot twist that maybe he knew of the couple and maybe they were having, because they were in a hotel. It was at a hotel, so it is what it is. The hotels, man. You never know what's going on, man. It could be a whole plot twist. But how are you kissing on another man while you with your husband at a hotel in an elevator? You don't think that that's creepy behavior to be kissing on a guy you don't know? You see, women don't have boundaries because in society, only men get held accountable for not being in their boundaries, so to speak. Only men get held accountable for that. But women can kiss all on a man, grab a man, take pictures of his dick print, and that's okay. Can put it all over social media. That's okay. We could put a man's dick print all over social media. That's okay. You can kiss all on them, hug all on them. That's okay. But if a man does it, it's revenge porn. A man puts up a woman's topless pic, it's revenge porn. She can put up a woman can put up a man's dick print, or whatever. That's not revenge porn. Putting up pictures a man sent you on social media, that's not revenge porn. I told you, these women do not care that they have a husband. They you know what I'm saying? They will flirt with other men. Why they with their husband, boyfriend? Because they know those guys won't let them go. So they do things to piss them off. That's why I tell you guys, stop holding on to women that don't want to be with you. You're wasting your time you're wasting your time in theirs, so to speak. You gotta be able to let them go. You gotta be able to let them go, man. So anybody else want to call in before I just shut this phone line down? Because I'm telling you right now, you can tell if a woman wants to be with you by how she acts when you're around. How she acts towards other people when you're around. That tells you everything you need to know about the woman that you're dealing with. So, honestly, if a woman is just not showing you no respect, they're not really treating you like a man, you gotta let it go. You live with Jay the Black. What's going on?
Hey, Jaye.
What's up, La?
It's La Original.
What's going on?
Nothing much. I'm happy you did this topic because with the attention seeking that women do, I think that it's really surprising that they don't want men approaching them. But then at the same time, women will complain about men not approaching them.
Right.
And I'm confused. So I know y'all men are confused.
Yep.
You know? I mean, if a guy is interested in a woman, how exactly does he go about trying to get her attention? If he approaches her, that's a problem. I don't even think it's that. I think it's the fact that it's probably men that they don't want that are approaching them. If it was a guy that they were interested in, it wouldn't be a problem.
No, I don't.
That's
think so
all
either.
it is.
Yeah, it's because that's the thing. What the street harassment thing used to be, men catcalling. Women ain't got a problem with men catcalling if they find that guy attractive. Now, if it's a guy they don't find attractive, oh yeah, it's considered harassment. You know.
I mean, I think catcalling is rude. Just in general, I think if you want to get the woman's attention, you can walk up to her. But at the same time, with catcalling, there were women that responded to it. If a guy's going, which I hate, Lord knows I hate, right? That he's doing it because he's done it before and it worked. It worked on one woman, so it's not for nothing. Us women have to have standards, and women who don't have standards, and most of them don't, make it real hard for the ones that do.
Yeah.
It makes it very frustrating for the ones that do. It's just like women who take their clothes off and show everything that they have on social media make it hard for the ones who don't want to do those things and don't present themselves that way. And then I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, but if you have morals or standards or you're not a whore, what do you get called? A pick-me.
Right.
They don't, these hoes don't got no other, they have no other line of defense, no other rebuttal to common sense or accountability than, oh, you're a pick-me. That's their only response. And then the stuff that they're calling you a pick-me about is so stupid because it's like, I'm a pick-me because I'm saying something that your mother failed to teach you.
Right.
Or your father failed to teach you. I mean, your mom failed, clearly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm wrong for telling you that there's nothing wrong with your hair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wrong for telling you that you don't need fake eyelashes. I'm wrong for telling you that you don't need to get a BBL. I'm a pick-me because of that. How? Most men wouldn't tell you that. Mm-hmm. Like I said, even when women are, even for the few women who do have morals, most men don't take our side because taking our side is not going to get them no box.
Right. Uh-huh.
And when they do take our side, they look like Simpson. And they still don't get no box.
Right.
So, you know, but it's very unfortunate. Me personally, I give up on society completely.
Well, do you think
it's
like,
not getting any better? It's only getting worse.
Have you ever been out and you've seen a guy maybe staring at you or he's looking at you and you thought that guy's creepy? I don't know why they're looking at me.
No, I mean, if he's looking at me, clearly he likes what he sees.
Right. I would think that's the point,
if a
right?
guy is approaching me, as long as he, I mean, I've seen guys that are staring at me, and I'm not. I know for a fact, like, not over, because women, we know, like, yeah, he's not it, like, because prior to getting to know somebody's personality, the first thing you see is the outer exterior, and based on the outer exterior, you know whether that person is someone that you're interested in or not, because you know whether you find them attractive or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So a guy could stare at me, and I know, or if I'm not attracted to him, he's not my type. But if he's not being disrespectful, let him stare. He's not committing no crime by looking. He want to look. I don't care.
Right.
Right. He's not committing crime. He's not doing nothing wrong. He's not disrespecting me. He's not calling me out my name. Right. He has eyes. What is he supposed to do? He's supposed to close his eyes?
Yeah, that's what they want. Like if they're not attracted to you, you're supposed to just look the other way, look down at the ground, look at the wall. Don't look in there. Don't look anywhere.
No, but my thing. But how would the man? How the man doesn't know that you're not attracted to him. He just sees something that he likes. He doesn't know. Right. The same way a guy who you do find attractive, he doesn't know whether you find him attractive too. That's something that he finds out later on. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and
yeah, that's why I think it's just a lot of fake outrage and a lot of wanting to control a man's. What a man likes and what he doesn't based off what you like and what you don't. And I just think that's not the best way to go about it.
And you can't. People like whatever it is they like. Like most men don't like fat bitches. Some men do like fat bitches. So go find you a man who like her. If you big, go find somebody who like big girls. You can't shame somebody into liking something that they don't like. If they don't like it, you trying to force it on them, it's just going to make them even more disgusted with it. It should not be to where women are the only ones that are allowed to have standards. We all deal with rejection. It is what it is. But to be telling me what he can't, like, listen, you got some black men that don't like black women, they only like white women. Do you? I could care less. Do whatever you want to do. But can you force that man to like something if he say he don't like it? No. Move on and find someone who likes you.
Right.
Somebody got to like you. I've seen hideous people in relationships, so clearly you could get, if somebody, listen, you could find somebody. Future got 13 baby mamas. He keep finding bitches. So there got to be hope out there for somebody. So,
right.
You know, but the wanting to police a man and shame him because he does like this, it doesn't make any sense. And once again, this is exactly why a lot of men don't even bother approaching women.
Right. Right.
And if y'all hoes don't want to be approached, that's your business. Keep it to yourself.
Right.
But some women like to be approached. And if you're not interested, like I've had guys approach me and I wasn't interested and I was honest. And we you know, there was no disrespect. I was like, I'm very flattered, but you know, I'm just not on that type of time. And they respected me because I was not being rude. I didn't roll my eyes or suck my teeth or look at them up and down like they were disgusting.
Right. And that's
Because they
what
weren't disrespectful. So if you're being respectful, then I respect you.
right. And that's what people want, respect. They don't want you to have to confront them because, you know, you don't like them. You know, like what kind of shit is that, you know?
But if a man does it, if a man looks at a woman with disgust or so, you know, it's a problem. He's being chauvinistic or whatever. I don't know what the terms they use nowadays, but you know, it's a problem if it's the other way around. Mm-hmm. But women want equality.
Yeah, they do. They say they do.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's exactly why I'm not bashing CBJ for filing for spousal support, because nobody bashes women who do it. If CBJ is a bum for filing for spousal support, and I'm not saying that he's not, so are women who file for spousal support.
Men should.
A bum is a bum.
Yeah, I mean, if women do it, men should do it. You know.
Yeah, what's the problem? And I'm not saying he's right for doing it, but he's not more wrong than a woman when she does it. And then when you say things like that, they go back to the man is supposed to provide. Okay, so you hoes want a man to provide, or y'all want to be strong and independent. And, you know, not saying that you can't have a little bit of both, but like, bitch, decide. Mm-hmm. I'm frustrated, so I know y'all men is frustrated. I feel sorry for y'all.
Oh yeah,
but I'm tired. So.
Yeah, you definitely frustrated. Are you?
But that's my spiel. So, you know.
Okay, all
Thanks
right.
for letting me call in, Jay. Have a great night.
No problem. And you too. All right, La. Thanks for the calling.
All right. Bye. All right. Okay.
Oh, shout out to La Original. Appreciate that. Shout out to La Original for calling in. Always having something good to say. Some good words. Yeah, I think men have adapted. I think if you don't want us to approach you, then we won't. We won't approach you. You know, we'll keep it moving. I just think women don't understand what they are doing. Now, you got women that are married, or they in long-term relationships. Maybe they don't care, but women are still women at the end of the day. And you don't go to the gym to be in shape just so that your husband or boyfriend find you attractive. That's not true. Okay. Women are women. They want to feel attractive just like other women. They want the same amount of attention as other women. Because if that wasn't the case, then they would not be in the gym all the time or whatever they're doing, getting BBLs just to appease one person. You know, when I hear women that I chuckle, because it's like, then why are you all over social media then? Why do you post what you post? I see some of these guys posting pictures with these girls, you know, like they're happy couples, you know, but your girl is showing the picture that she's showing, brother. She doesn't just want your attention. She wants the attention of other men. Because we only as loyal as our options sometimes. And if you're with a woman with extreme bouts of low self-esteem, then, you know, she's going to put herself out there more. You know? Yeah, but that's why I say, keep the mask at home. Keep the mask at home, unless there's a place where it's like it's mandatory. But then, you know, it's whatever. You know. But you see, JJ, there are women that are used to compliments. They're used to attention for a long time. They've always gotten attention. But it's the women that just now got themselves in shape. They got a new body, so to speak, and now they're out for revenge. I call it the revenge of the extra average women. You got a lot of extra average women that are out for revenge. You got a lot of women that are just basic and average. Now they got a body on them. Now they're out for revenge. They're out to prove that, you know, they don't want these men that they're out here showing them. It's like, you ain't got to do all that. But you're not used to the attention you're getting. So you go out of your way to look like an idiot. Yeah, just like Jeff Bezos' girlfriend. Yep. because women like what they like and they can't hide it. One thing about a woman, she can't hide her attraction. Especially if she's with whoever she's with, man. Women can't hide their attraction, man. That's just how women are. You know, if these women with their revenge bodies, revenge of the extra average women. They out for revenge, man. They don't call it the revenge body for no reason. You got women that just ain't used to the attention. They just not. And this is very prevalent, I believe, probably more so in the Caucasian community. Because a lot of those Caucasian women that used to be called chubby and fat back in the day, now they're more so considered thick. And so I guess when Caucasian guys show them attention, now they're not really used to it. So you see them flipping out a lot more. That's what I've noticed. But if you're in a public place, you know, people are going to look at you. That's just how it is. I don't understand why women want to control who finds them attractive and who doesn't. You know, why? It's that insecure part of them. That's how you can spot an insecure woman based off how she acts. You know, they act in a certain way where they have this ego about them, you know. But they didn't always have that ego. It's like a false bravado. It was developed due to them getting themselves in better shape. And now they're like, well, I look good now. I'm flaunted. I'm going to throw it in people's faces. And it's like, you really don't even need to do all that. Seriously. You don't even need to do all that. But you do that because you're not used to the attention that you're getting. And the fact that Jeff Bezos responded just shows you how he felt in that moment. Because it could have been a situation where it was like, oh, it's whatever. But him responding to it just gave it more. It just made it more and more clear that his girlfriend was actually feeling Leonardo. People could say, well, Jeff was kidding. Well, how many times do we see Jeff Bezos responding to people on social media? Like, how many times do you see that? You see that because of how they felt in that moment. You know, even billionaires, very rich men are insecure too because they used to be broke or they were barely getting by. And they know that women are only going to see them for their money. So when you finally found a woman besides your wife that actually likes you and actually wants to be with you, you know, it's, and then you see her around other men in the entertainment industry because Jeff Bezos wants to be famous. You know, he just doesn't want to be the Amazon guy. He wants to be a celebrity too. That's why he intermingles in those circles. And then you see the woman that you chose to wife up. You know, her, you know, ready to, you know, ready to gamble it all away just for a chance to be with Leo, man. You know, women can't hide what they like, man. If a woman likes you, she's not going to be able to hide that. She's not going to be able to hide that. But I will say this, though. My shows stay lit, don't they? My live streams stay lit, man. You know what the kids say? Lit. Fire. Tell you don't want to miss a minute of action. That's why I tell y'all, show up early. Live shows be lit, man. Shout out to Michael Merriweather. I'm the Metaverse Bezos.
I'm the Metaverse Bezos is going to be jawline.
He said that. Bezos wants to be a celebrity, man. He wants to be in the Hollywood crowds, man. If I was him, I would never want to be that. But that's that fan. You know, he's a fan, and he's probably always wanted to be famous. He's always wanted to be famous. Or both K. Francis, both. Mm-hmm. His avatar will be Giga Chad. Yeah, right. Be a Giga Chad, right? Or somebody that looks a variation of a Giga Chad. But he wants to be a part of those circles, man. A lot of these guys, man, no matter how much success you have, man. I look at the last live stream I did. Look at the last live stream I did about the guy who was living with his friend and was started to sleep with his friend's wife. And he's telling his friend, now the guy is homeless. And he's telling his friend, I can take your wife. I can take your wife. That's what he's saying. I can take your wife. Now, how in the hell can a homeless man brag about taking somebody's wife? It is because these men know they don't have to bring anything to a situation, just themselves. Because they know that these women are feminist minded. These women want control, and they're willing to give that to them. That is something that most working men are not going to be able to give them. But that's the one thing these women want. They want power and control. And if you're willing to give that to them, they will get with you. But you have to relinquish having your own house, even your own car. You gotta, relinquish your own independence. And these guys are willing to do that. And they know that that's what most of these women want these days. They know these women want a man who's willing to give up those things in order to be with them. That's a bold dude to be homeless and talk smack to a dude that gave right. That's very bold. That is very bold. But that's how they feel. They feel as if they can do that, and they know that women are still going to deal with them. And they don't have to put much effort into it. What's good, Eric? So even a guy that's homeless, even a guy that doesn't have a place to stay, has the confidence to say, I can take your woman. It should never be that way. It should never be that way. But it is. That's just where we are in society. That's why I say, man, I'm not here to change women. I'm just here to speak my piece on it. But I know I can't really change the actions of these women. And I'm not here to try to. And I'm not here to try to tell these women how to do anything. Because I accept them for who they are. I accept them for who they are. But these guys are confident because they know women a lot better than you, because they know that they figured it out. They have figured out that if I allow a woman to be in control, this or that she'll give me more of an opportunity than most of these other guys. And that's sad, but that's the reality. No matter how much you bring to to a relationship, to them it's not going to be enough because you're not giving them the power and the say so that they desperately want. They want you to be living with them. They want you to be under their thumb, and they want you to do what they say. They want you to do what they say. So no matter how successful, that's why I tell y'all, man, this is very prevalent, especially in the black community. A lot of these black women, they prefer to date a guy that's going to let them be in control. They want to take over, sort of like they want to run things. And that's why there are black men that are unwilling to do that. And they end up dating women of other races because they're not going to sit there and allow nobody to control them. They're not going to regress just to make you feel comfortable. So they'll go overseas or they'll date women of other races. That's what's going to occur. Because in the black community, a lot of these melanated women do not value a black man that is smart and that works hard. That's not really valued. Now, I'm not going to say for all. I never say all, but I'm pretty sure y'all know women that I'm talking about. And you know women that you shake your head, you're like, why would she ever date somebody like that? Well, she dates somebody like that because that's what she's used to. Because she saw her mother do it, and now she's doing it. So because of that, she follows, the same pathway. Let's see. But there should never be any wonder as to why these particular group of people can't find happiness, so to speak. You put yourself in the situation that you're in. You do that. Hold on a second. All right. Shout out to everybody that's here. I appreciate y'all being here on this live stream. Jay, you're describing all the women in my life. Again, I tell you, a lot of us can relate, man. We know women that date guys that are bummy. And we don't understand why. We can look at the family dynamic. Maybe she came from a single parent household. Sometimes these females be coming from 2-parent households. They come from 2-parent households and they still follow. It just follow. The wrong path, so to speak. And I think it has a lot to do with wanting to rebel. But, once you in your 30s with 2 children, the rebelling stages should be over. The rebelling stage should be over. But it isn't for some of them. The rebellion, they're still rebellious. They're still rebellious, man. But yeah, a lot of us can relate to that. We can. That's why these women have such a hard time, man. They get screwed up. They get screwed up, man. They get so screwed up when it comes to relationships, man. They get so screwed up. They end up with men that are abusive, men who are cheaters, because y'all know they claim they hate cheaters. And it's like a cycle. They keep dating these type of men, and you got to ask yourself at one point, when is this gonna stop? When are you gonna stop dealing with these same guys, with these same losers? When are you gonna stop doing it? But they never really have an answer for it, do they? And they never can tell you why they're dating who they're dating, you know? You know what's crazy, man? I'm seeing some of the things that are being said about some of these guys on YouTube and how they deal with women. Let me tell you something, man. If you understand women, you should understand what type of woman you should not seek to settle down with, that you should not take seriously in regards to a relationship, because a lot of these women out here are with these guys. Like you got guys that are getting caught up, you know, spinning and tricking on women and not necessarily being the alpha males, quote unquote, as they are said to be. I just think that a lot of these guys choose the type of women that they deal with. You see, if I want a good woman, I'm not going to date a woman who dates men for money. I'm not going to do that whatsoever. But some of these guys date these women when they know full well these women are only with them because of what they have. I would never want to be that guy. I would never want to be a guy that is with a woman who's only with me because of what I have. And I really don't have any way of having that woman care about me for anything other than what I have. I think a lot of guys have to be very aware of the type of women that are going to just deal with you because of what you have. But again, you know, we as men, man, we be choosing these type of women when we shouldn't. You know, she got gold digger tendencies. And we have to separate ourselves from that thinking, man. Because we're only going to end up fucking ourselves up in the long run. And you know what's crazy? When I look at this situation, like with Fresh, right, from Fresh and Fit, I'm seeing people speaking on that. You even got some of these women who have something to say about this. I think that all of us are different. None of us are the same. None of us are the same. But unfortunately, you know, we most guys are followers, just like most women are. So if we see a person living a certain lifestyle, we're like, I want to get to that point so I can live that lifestyle. But look at the type of women that these guys go after. You need to make a choice. Do you want a woman that's like a trophy, or do you want a woman that's your wife or girlfriend? These guys are out here looking for trophies, man, to be their girlfriends and their wives. And it's like, that's just not going to work, brother. That's just not going to work, bro. It's just not going to work, man. You can't be looking for trophies. I mean, we understand that the trophy wife thing, right? But trophy wives cost a lot of money. And a lot of you guys may get that, but you may not get the cooperation. But also when you're putting yourself out there a certain way, and that's not really the way you are in regards to the women you deal with, then you shouldn't be advising any other man. But you guys have got to stop with the dating of the Instagram models, thinking that you're going to wife them up. That's not going to work either, bro. That's not going to work either. You're a bit delusional if you think you're going to be able to put her in a situation where she just changes. That never happens. Because women are who they are. And if you've seen her twerking on IG, that's what she's going to be when she gets with you. Again, like I be seeing women, right? They be posting pictures with their boyfriends or husbands or whatnot. But next picture, she's showing you how nice her assets look. It's like, bro, do you have any idea what type of woman you with? And I don't think that she's a personal trainer, bro. So if she's not posting, because sometimes these women will say this just to put their significant other at ease. But a lot of times these women post these things because they want attention. We're only as loyal as our options. And if a better option comes along, she's going to drop him. But they do it because, one, self-esteem, and two, because they do want to appeal to men, no matter what they say. It's all about appealing to men. The women over the last couple of years, since social media has grown, they have done nothing but try to appeal to men. That's all they've done is appeal to men. That's what it's been about. It's been about appealing to men. It's been about seeing how much they can get men to be into them. That's what it's been about. They can say it's different, but I don't think so. It's always been about appealing to men. Always. Yeah, make sure y'all like the stream. See. But it's always about appealing to men. Always. And these guys be looking stupid sitting up there with this woman. You thinking that, she's just about you and only about you, when really it's not. But these guys be okay with it, so maybe it works for them. But I just have a hard time believing that these women are out here being super monogamous. But yeah, man, stop trying to get you a trophy wife or trophy girlfriend. It's not going to work in 2021. It's just not. These women have a lot of options, especially if they're attractive, and they're courting other men who have less than you. They're not going to respect you like you think they are. Women respect men with power, not just men with money. So if you just have money, that doesn't automatically bring respect. Now, if you have power, that will bring respect. But there are men that aren't rich that have power in the eyes of women. Why do you think women end up with narcissistic men all the time? Those are narcissistic men that they felt that had some sort of power. Maybe over them, maybe over women. If a guy has a bunch of baby mamas, then she thinks that this guy is, he's a ladies' man. See, women can sense that. Women know when these dudes out here ain't being faithful. But that's not a problem. That is not a problem whatsoever. Hold on. So, yeah, if you want a girlfriend, get a girlfriend. Don't get a trophy girl. You know, just because a woman is on there are plenty of attractive women outside of social media that are very natural. You know, less maintenance, less money that you'd have to spend. But these guys, they want to go after the women that they think other men like. You've seen that too. You know, seen that too. Yeah, hit the like button if you haven't. I appreciate that. Shout out to everybody that's here on this part 2 edition of the stream. You know, women should want your attention. And the thing is that if you were to ask a lot of women, what are the qualities of a man? Not that they want, but qualities of the men that they've attracted, that they've dated. You know, none of them are going to be money. You know, money is never going to be what attracted women to their ex-boyfriends. You know, that's one thing you will notice. You know, one thing, if you were to ask a woman, what was some of the character traits that attracted you to your ex-boyfriends? The one thing I'm telling you, you're not going to hear is money. So money is not always a factor in attracting women. It just isn't. They're going to say personality. They'll say maybe good looks. They'll say, well, we have a lot in common. They say, oh, we were friends. But you didn't know he was a narcissist before you dated him? Or you didn't care? You know? Just ask women about their past exes. Money is never in that equation. Ever. Money only becomes a problem when the relationship is ongoing. And you know, it's a reason for the downfall of that relationship. But money is never a factor whatsoever in why women choose who they choose. They will choose a guy who's living with his mother or a relative over a man that has his own house and car. Yeah, confidence, they'll say confidence. You know, of course, women like confident men. But that can't be the only thing you like. I mean, if you're just into a guy for his confidence, then you must have very low self-esteem, because they should have more than just confidence, you know. But what I'm saying is, like, for the guys that like to spend money on women, you got to understand, man, money never plays a factor with a lot of these women. You can utilize it, but it's never really a factor. You know, none of their exes own a home. Probably don't even own a car. Yeah, man. Let's see. People, shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure you have liked this stream. Make sure you follow me on social media as well. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All right, shout out to the channel members. You can become a channel member too. Just click that join button. Follow me on Patreon too. I put exclusive content there as well. Yeah, salute to the moderators, everybody that's here, that's been here. Appreciate that. We'll be back sometime soon with another live stream. Shout out to the people that's been supporting. Hold on. Yeah, man, just listen. Always make the right choices. Always make the right choices. And your choices are your own, man. It is. And nobody can really tell you how to live your life. Nobody. You know, whatever you do in life is up to you. So. All right, salute to everybody that's here. Hold on a second. So I like smart. So I like funny, smart, and kind. Okay, but you say you like that, but is that what your exes were like? Renegade Princess, was your exes like that? Were your exes the type to have that sort of personality? You could say that, did they have that type of personality? See, because it just, again, like I say, man, just ask women about their past. Don't ask them about what they like. You know, women can like, you know, guys that are this way, but all their exes were the opposite. So sometimes you got to delve back into the past in order to really figure out what exactly are they into. Like what exactly are they into? What are their likes and dislikes from their exes? Because a lot of times when you have these conversations, women will tell you what they like instead of what they've had. But sometimes it's very important to know that element, because you know, it'll shed light on their situation and what they're actually into. Okay. All right, people. I'll see y'all on the next one. Hold on. Oh. Hold up. All right, people. I'll see y'all on the next show. Y'all take it easy. All right. Have a good night.
Want to dig into my past? How much time do you have? Just joking. Tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy.